Hello, everybody. Here we go. Let me get in here. Get in the command seat. All right. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults because we like to use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we like to interact with the chat room because we like each other and we want to chit chat and say hello and see what everybody's doing. So let me get my chat room up here and I will see who's in the chat room, and I think Jassie's in it. She's number one. Excuse me. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. So let me get my iPad up here so I can see the chat real good. So here we go. Let's go here and here. Go there and go there and go there. Here we go. Goody. So, hi Jessie, hi Janet, Teresa. Look at you guys all palling in the room all at once. And Kellyanne. Good. Good to see everybody. Another day to stream. Here we go. Got some new paper to put down on my desk. Got a lot to do tonight. Got to get started early so I can get started. Get started. So I got me a new piece of paper, wallpaper to put down, and it's crackled. It looks crackly. Yeah, it does. So this goes down there from my tabletop. I just keep piling them on each other until I can't stand it, and then I'll take them all off at once. But it makes it easy to get a clean table like this. It makes it easy. So here we go. Thank you, Belinda. I don't know what made me sneeze. I've been outside, so it's probably a little bit of pollen, a little bit of dust in here. Could be a lot of dust in here. So let me get over here and get things out of the way for us. We got a lot to do today. I got some new books today. I did new books. I got some happy mail. Let me know. Hi, Tracy. Hi, aka Nanner Bananer. All right, Nanner Bananer. What's going on? Welcome. I have some good news to tell you all. I was on. Okay, yes, Kellyanne, I'll put you in the Twinchy swap. I was on as a guest last night on the Ginger Cat Lady Pam. And I was on her channel last night and she interviewed me. I was on there for a good hour and it was kind of a fun interview. She just was asking me things about, when I got started streaming and what kind of glue, what's your favorite glue, and all kinds of little fun things. And it was a good little stream, and all I did was flip through some of my old books that most of you all have seen. But the good news part was I got like 6 subscribers from her group. So if you're growing your channel and you want to try to grow it a little bit more, this is a good way to make that happen. So if you haven't gotten an interview slot appointment with Pam, you need to do that if you're streaming. And she will encourage all of her group to subscribe to me or to you, and then all of my people will subscribe to her as well. And I told her I would have her on with me sometime too. I'll have her on as a guest, and I've had a lot of you guys, most of you anyway. I've had you on as a guest with me, and as soon as I get a better streaming platform down and I can have guests, I can start doing that again. And I'd like to at least have newbies on at least one time, to be with me. And then sometimes if you've been with me a long time and we're really, 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 really good friends and we've got, we rub elbows, you might be asked to come back on again for something, for whatever. But we like to compliment everybody. We like to scratch everybody's backs, and we like to art together and be together. And that's what I think it's all about. It's just being together as a group. And I enjoy socializing. I don't socialize in the live in the flesh. I socialize here, and this is my go-to friends. You guys are my go-to people to to play with and to chat with and to enjoy our time together with. So that's good. That's all good stuff. So anyway, um, I've also trying to get my nose to stop running. I'm sorry. It's trying to boss me around, I think. But hi, Ellen. Come on in. I do have a couple of cough drops that will keep me straight. It might help me with my nose. Teresa. Well, Teresa, now that's not true. You've been out of off the record, off of the. You've been kind of hiding for a little bit for the past 6 months. You've been busy with health. You were traveling and blah 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 blah. So, but anyway, I will ask you if you would like to come back on with me, Teresa. I would love to have you come back on with me as a guest. So we're just going to write those names down. Anybody that wants to come on and I can interview you the way Pam did with me. That would be a good thing to put down in our trade book. It's a list. Yeah, it's a new list. So let's see if we can do that. What shall we call it? Guest, special guest, uh, until we figure out what else we want to call it. And I will put Teresa's name down there. And it would be just like a one time interview thing, just something fun and a little different. And since you're in my chat room all the time, oh, Tracy, okay. Um, Nanner Banana, do you have a channel? Is that your channel? We'll get some. One of the girls will put the link in there for me, uh, Tracy. hmm I'm gonna put you on my list, and it'll take me a little while to get used to you and used to your name. And I also would like to know what do you like to do? What do you like to do? Um, in the mixed media world, and I'm all about mixed media. Did you see me last night at Pam's, Tracy? Were you over there? I couldn't. I was so busy concentrating and talking. I didn't pay too much attention to the chat room because I was the guest. I didn't have to. You did. Thank you for coming in to see me tonight. I hope you enjoy it. We do a lot of fun things in here. We have trades once a month. And this month, we are trading Hidden Pockets. It's already in progress and it's closed. And for the next 2 weeks, I'll be working on Twinchies, which is for October trade. And I take names, and so I'll put Kellyanne. Kellyanne, how many people do you want? You put 4 Twinchies per envelope. So I just need to know how many she wants to do, and I'm taking names if anybody wants to go on it. And you love crafting during lives, okay? And we will be making some Twinchies tonight. Uh, I'll be making Twinchies until the end of the month. If you do one person, you have to make 4 Twinchies per person, 2 people. Okay. And I will fill in the blanks of these at the end of the month to give them to you. So, hi, Julie. Hopefully, your back is better. Oh, I hope so. Mine is better. Oh, I went out, got a little bit of pool therapy and a little hot tub therapy, and it feels very good. But I do feel um, unsafe when I still take care when I get up out of the chair. I take care if I bend over, make sure I don't pick anything heavy up. So I'm being very cautious with it. So you're going to make your Twinchies out of aluminum cans? Yes, absolutely, Teresa. Teresa's special with cans. And Pam, hi Pam. I had so much fun last night. I really did. I really enjoyed it, and I've had so many good vibes about it. And I got six subscribers from last night, so that was nice. Okay. One, two people. Okay. And I'd like for you to type in caps so that I can see your questions. I'm easier for my eyes to see the question. So, but everybody saying hello to everybody. Good to see everybody. Mama Juju's here, and uh, some other people have slipped up into the balcony. Somebody's up there. A bunch of people's up there. So good to see everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed your name. It's not done on purpose. Carol, I think I said hi to you. And if there is anybody else, it's not done on purpose. But we got plenty things to do, and I'm going to move on. So that's about the Twinchies. We will be making some tonight for samples. And I can show you real quick the samples that I made Thursday night. I made this one. And if you want to do a theme, the theme is fall. Fall for your Twinchies. And I just kind of made these generic. They were on my desk. And I also used items on my desk, like Happy Mail and things that were just laying around. That's how I did these. And they turned out real good. It's on really nice cardstock paper, scrapbooking paper, and double-sided scrapbooking paper. And it's thick, like cardstock. Cute little cards. And the only thing left I have to do is to put my name on the back. And but I was demonstrating how to make them, and I just threw things down on it, and it worked. Be different, it says. That's so cute. So we'll do some more tonight. And it is. Somebody gave it to me in Happy Meal. Happy Mail. But I can do 4 more tonight. And hi, Zippity Doo Dah Day. Come on in. You can do, yeah, if you can. You don't have to do fall, but if you want to do the theme, we did pick fall because it's October. So Teresa's got to go outside, take the dog out to bark. I love that. So she's hot. Zippity doo dah is hot, hot, hot. Uh, I went out and jumped in the pool. It's 85 degrees and it felt wonderful. So, okay, so that's good. And you don't have to play every single month, but you can play a month and be off a month if you want to. It's not a big deal, but it's fun. And if you like to trade Happy Mail and get a little bit of Happy Mail, this is the way to do it. So I'm kind of waiting on Doreatha. I told her I got her Happy Mail last night. Happy Meal. I think Pam and I have a lot in common that we just didn't realize. We do. We do. Of course, I've got a cough drop in my mouth, so it's probably my problem right there. Just, you know, something else to tangle up with my tongue. All right. So, Doretha is one of our girls in the room, and she sent me some Happy Mail, and this is her hidden pocket. We did hidden pockets this month. And so she took a piece of, it looks like a card, like a greeting card of some sort. It was navy, and she glued a cross on the front of it. Then she cut it in half, and you open it up, and there's your hidden pocket. And she put some kind of a little postcard inside there, and that's your hid. This is the hidden pocket, so you can put a recipe there. You can put an encrypted code in there. You can make your Christmas list and put it on there, or your shopping list, and boom, you've got this in your pocket, and it's there. And I like to put extra little sticky notes in there, so if I need to give out my phone number or something, I can write it down and give it out, or whatever you want to do with your hidden pocket. But that is so cute. But she also gave me a bonus of another pocket. And this is a fabric pocket, and it's a mushroom pocket. And she sewed it on the sewing machine, but it's got a little pocket right there. And then she gave me it's an ATC size mushroom card. It's got a little piece of paper on the back to give it a little bit of stiffness. She sewed around it by hand. Oh, it looks like it might be a pocket. It's a hidden pocket. And then she glued these cute little buttons on there. Aren't they the sweetest thing? And I've got a little hidden pocket in there, so I can take and hide a Twinchie in there or anything I want. That is a hidden pocket too. So there's no right or wrong when you do your pockets. I will probably do a Happy Meal page and put these in my Happy Meal. And then she also sent me a few little cutouts that she made. Let's see if this opens up. Yep, it opens up. She put a little piece of tape on it. And these little mushrooms can go on my Happy Mail page. And they're made out of just some scraps, some cards, some colored paper. She's glued several of them together. And they're just little mushrooms. Isn't that cute? Just little mushrooms. I don't know. She might have had a die cut. But anyway, that'll go on my Happy Mail page. I'll put them in there. So we'll do this tonight, right after I do my Twinchies. And so I got this in the mail today, and I told Joe, says, "You don't want this, do you?" He was going to throw it away. And I said, "Well, I might harvest it." So when you harvest, hi Jennifer, Kitty Jen, hi sweetie, welcome dear. when you harvest a magazine, you just kind of go through it and take out the pictures that you like. And I like this girl right here. I think she is cute as a button. So I like to take and maybe cut out some people. And you don't have to fussy cut it all the way out. You just have to sort of get it out of the magazine so you can throw the magazine away. So I'm going to look through this real quick. There's a couple of words like this one here. We created a family. And I'm going to put we create art or something, maybe an art family. And I can get the ART out of those letters or find them, find some other letters. But I like that that positive title right there. So I like to put funny words on my art pages. And I also like this gentleman right here. He's a nice guy. He's a school bus driver. So we're going to take him too. And then we're going to move along in the book and see what else we can find. And I thought of when I saw this girl here, see her long hair? Our famous Angela Adele in our room. She's got hair that long, if not longer. She's got long hair. And anyway, she's cute. She might go on. You might need a person on your page for something, and you might need her. So I'm going to keep her. I'm kind of selective. There's the girl that's on the front cover again, and she's so happy and so cute. I really like her. So I'm going to get her again. And these are pictures that you can also put in Happy Mail if you don't want to use it. So there's a couple of guys. They're cute. Sometimes we need. If you watch Juju, she's always looking for cowboys in her cowboy book. She's got a cowboy book. And I'm going to show you tonight how different ways that you can make zines. Juju was doing a zine. I don't know if she's doing one every day or she's got a project going on with the zines. And zines are little books that we make. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can make a zine. And I'm going to use a variety of paper to make my zines. So I've got postal board paper, and I've got legal paper, and I like these big letters right here. And I might be able to take, there's an A and an R and a T, so I can do art out of these letters. So I like to put art in my work. Any way that I can use art, I can do it. I like to do it. So, and then here's 3 more girls. Those are Power Women. And I did show my Power Woman book last night on Pam's show. If you haven't, if you all haven't seen the show my interview from last night at Pam's, I showed you a variety of books that I have, and I just randomly gathered them off my shelves. There was no particular order. And I love this one. It says cuts, no killing cuts, but I could put art cuts, ART, and then cuts and the scissors. I would love that in my art. I would love that. Oh, look, down here's a chainsaw. I have no idea what that's. It might be an ad. It's part of a chainsaw. But I like the cuts and the scissors. And that would be fun in my art. So, I'm just thinning out this book and this magazine. And then it doesn't have to sit around in the art room. at all. So that's it. That's it. So that's all I want out of there. So that's good. And this came in the mail today too. This is a Smithsonian travel journal. It's a catalog. Hi, Joyce. How, Matt? Howdy, Matt. Come on in. But this is a travel catalog. You can get on the internet and order them for free. And I use the pictures. I love these girls. I love these houses. I love the animals and the places. You never know when you might want a picture in your art and you'll go, what can I put in there? Well, you can look at this magazine right here and pull out anything you want. If you need a boat, there's a boat. And if you need a cow, there's a cow. So forth and so on. So I love the travel catalogs. They're free. And if you want more catalogs, you can go to any United States website, any state in the United States, and go to florida.org, and you can go to the visitor center and you can request a free catalog. I will tell you that any more like catalogs, clothing catalogs, and things like that, you can get for free as well. But sometimes they want to go digital and they want you to look at it online. They don't want to send out the paper, it's expensive. But right now, the states will send you a travel magazine, and some of your catalogs that you buy or that you want to get, some of them are free, still free, but you have to look around for them. So that's all I want to say on that. And I'm going to take these pictures and I'm going to put them in my little Happy Mail envelope over here. And we might get into those again tonight when I do our Happy Mail page. Okay, doing good. I'm doing good. I'm right on schedule, ahead of schedule. Okay, so I was watching Dee Dee like this week. It was either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Monday. Well, she gets lots of support from her followers, and she gets books every week. I don't get them every week. I get them, maybe every other month. But she gets support and stuff, and she's always trying out new things. Ink tracing is new, and there were several different kinds of ink tracing books to choose from. So I picked out a book that I thought I would enjoy. And of course, I got the hippie girls. And I'm always doing power women, and right now I'm doing fairies, and I've been doing women who might live in the enchanted forest with fairies, like the Native American women. And I was putting them in my fairy book. Hi, Val. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. So anyway, this is a different book. It's a coloring book, but you do it with ink. And so instead of having black lines like a coloring book, it has white lines. So I'm going to have to go back and rewatch Dee Dee and see how else and see some examples of the ink tracing is. And I'm thinking it's all ink because the paper's already colored. So it's more like a doodling on the paper. And I have another book that's called Reverse Coloring, and it has all of the ink, but no pattern, and you make up your own pattern, what you think you see. See if I can find that real quick for you. Let you take a quick peek at it. It's a fun book, and I play with that book with Dana and Rebecca. We kind of do that one together, but I can do it anytime I want. And but it's called reverse coloring, and it's right over here somewhere. Let me go back over here. I think, is this it? Nope, that's a chicken book. And then I bought this book, and I haven't done anything in this book yet, and I was saving it for when we do the mermaid book. I've been wanting to do a mermaid book for a long, long time. And when I get ready to start it, this is, I'm going to use pictures out of it. And this is a watercolor book that's got the paint already on here. And you take a wet paintbrush, it comes with a paintbrush, and you dip it in clean water and you do her hair, and it'll come up whatever color her hair is. And then you dip it again and do it on the turtle, and it comes up a different color. So there's hidden ink on these pages, and I think this will be fun to do. And then I will cut these out and put them in my mermaid book when I do my mermaid book. So this one I'm saving. I'm holding it back. But anyway, I got the tracing book, and I think this is all going to be done in inks, and it would be cute maybe with gel pens. Um, so I'm not sure. Maybe some brush pens or Prismacolor pencils, ink tints pencils would probably do good on this. So this is a book that I will definitely try to do. And what we can do tonight, and we can maybe pick a page and pull it out. I think I can tear them out, and we can work on a little bit out off of one of these. And I'm just gonna randomly pick one, and I will put this in the fairy book. What was that other one back here? I kind of liked it too. This one here. So I'm going to take this out, and we'll see what we can do with the ink tracing, and see if I can rip it out straight enough. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to do this one tonight, and I'm going to put this over to the side in my stash, like I need another book. But wait, there's more. So anyway, I was looking at, and these all of I had 6 books. They were all under $11 each. This one of these was $3. One of them was $6. One of them was $7, and there was one 10 and one 11. I mean, they were all under $10 basically. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and order this because I liked it. So these are cool cats. These are hippie cats to go with the hippie girls, right? So, and then they've got sayings on the back. Sleeping with a cat is the best remedy. Every cat's owner knows no one owns a cat. All you need is love and a cat. So, we could take one of these, and see, I don't color from front to back in a coloring book. I always tear one out. I always tear a page out, and then I use it in my art book. So we're going to take one of these pages out, and I don't know if we'll get to it tonight or not, but it's going to be on our list. I'll put it underneath the other the tracing paper. So I got this little book. I thought it was really good. There's the back of it. I got them all on Amazon, and all you have to do is type in uh, coloring books or cat coloring books or something like that, and if you or whatever subject you like. It could be women, it could be dogs, it'd be uh so Ellen says, good night, Beth. I'm going out ballroom dancing. Woohoo, Ellen. Do take pictures and send me a picture. Great. So that's one of my new books, and I love. So it's going over here. Then I found another cat coloring book, and this one it's got their coloring pages, but they're all on one side, so I can tear it out and use it in my art book. And these are some of the kitty cats in here. And I'm a cat lover. I'm a cat lover and a dog lover. And I liked the kitty cats. I liked some of them. I thought were really really pretty. All I got to look at were these four when I bought the book, and I love all four of these. So I like all of the the doodling and the uh, designs in and around the cats. So that's why I like. So I just thought that's just really cute. And you see, I can do the background similar to this, cut this cat out, color it, and put it on my new background. So it's that's how I like to do things. I do like to do some painting without the paper, but I just thought that this was a nice book, and they were all on sale. I got good prices on them, and I don't I get an allowance, so I this was my monthly allowance, 2 months allowance. And I've been real good lately, not buying a lot of stuff. And these books will last me forever. And I've got the cutout books that I want to get into. I wanted to get into a little bit of those tonight. And here's the uh, can you color in those ink tracing coloring books? Yeah, yeah, you can color. The ink tracing is a white. It's a white. It's done in white, not black. Like a coloring page is done in black, and you color. This one's done in white. So your job is to do the ink and make the black lines, and then you can go back and color. And you can use colored inks, pens. You can use colored pencils, and you're going to draw. We're going to do one. I'll do part of one tonight. I've got it pulled out already. So we're going to work on this one a little bit tonight and see and play in it. And then this is the third cat book. I couldn't resist. And I just, oh no, this was the second one. I showed it to you already. So this is the cat coloring book, and it's real pretty. And see, when I get done with the book, I get these pictures too. And then I get these pictures too, if I want to cut them out. Here's the third one, and this is called Cat's Coloring Book number 1, and it's by Gavin Rankin, Rankin. And I liked him because look how precious that is. Wait till you see these. These are really got a lot of grayscale in the back, and I really liked the realism of these. These are more real. So is everybody else okay? Yes, Angie. Colored pencils, colored ink. You can use brush pens, but I think you would want to use the white ink. You would want to use like a black pen to trace your picture, and the lines are already there for you. So anyway, isn't that look realistic and cute? These are really really cute, cute, cute. This is a cute cutesy book for sure, and they're all big. They're all real big. So and see, I love to do backgrounds. Hi Lamont. Hi Lamont. So welcome everybody coming in. But I could do the background, and I could do some leaves back there, and maybe put some wallpaper back in there, or some pretty scrapbooking paper. And then I can cut this little thing out, and we can color her and put her on the page. Or we could try to paint her. We could try to paint too. But these are just really, really more personal. They're real. They really look real. But I just, I don't know. This was probably I don't know. I like them all. That's why I got all three of them. So that was my treat to me. So very nice. And if you want to check your color and shades, there's a page for that. And this is just typing paper, copy paper size, but it is one-sided. So this is going to be a nice one to play with. Now we're going to get into amazing dogs and breeds of dogs. So this book, I don't know if it was meant to do it this way, but it could be a mistake, or it could not, maybe not be a mistake. But you know how we flip books from back to front and front to back. Well, this one is printed that way. The dogs are on the other side, the back side of the page. And I don't know if it was put in the book that way, put it in wrong, or if it was meant to flip this way. Because this is how we flip our books. But look at the little puppies. There's a lot of sky, so we will definitely put quotes and other things in the upper part. This would be a good one to actually paint and make it a little bit bigger on my in my mixed media book. But I thought the puppies were pretty, and I thought they were sweet, and they're very similar. Some of them are similar to the style of the dog. There's about 5 or 6 different dogs. And then here's a threesome, and then these are the adults. There's the adult one. This is kind of what Nora looks like. She looks like she's got more of a German Shepherd face, but she's stocky. And so I thought the dogs were cute. And again, I didn't only had these 4 to look at. I didn't get to look at the book before I bought it. But I'm happy with this book. I think we'll be able to use them. And if I don't use them in my art, definitely I can share in Happy Mail. So that's also a great deal with these books. And they were here's another style dog. There's a corgi. There's a corgi. There she is. Several corgis. And there's Goldie. Where where's Stephanie? Is she in here? We've got we got uh we got a Sweeney dog. That's a bigger dog. A bloodhound. He looks like a bloodhound. And I've been into dogs lately anyway. I've been watching the rescue uh, videos on YouTube, and so this is a nice little book. And then there's this one, and you see it had all of these on the front, and these were on the back. So I got to see these 4 and these 6 up here. And this is what this book looks like. And see that the black is on the back side of these. So I have to flip it the other way. So and they're named Yorkie, Poodle, Terrier, Bulldog. So this is going to be a fun book. And we've done tags, and we had a dog book, and we've had a cat tags, and we've done things with the different names of the dogs, and we've tried to art them before. So this will be a good book to do that with. So we got enough material to last us way into next year. We'll have plenty to do between now and next year. And so uh, lots of dogs, pretty little doggies. There's a German. So it was, like I said, it was well worth the books. Where's Goldie? There's Goldie. We'll have to do one in honor of Goldie. So here's a list in the content page. And of course, they don't have skipper keys, which is what I like. We've got skipper keys. But anyway, that was a nice doggy book. So we've got plenty to play with. And I'm almost not too far being done with the fairy book. And we're going to put this girl in the fairy book. And like I said, um, I'm not a sketch artist or anything, but I might be able to do this. And I don't know if I want just a regular ink pen or if I want to do gel pens. I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna go ahead with this pen. This is it's just a pen on my desk. So, you can start out with going over the flowers. And this is something that's very relaxing, and uh, you don't have to think about it. You just trace the lines. And sometimes if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, it works out better. And it doesn't matter if you get on or off the lines or not. So there's a flower, there's a leaf, and you can critique a little bit of it. Like that. So I drew that flower there. There's a couple of more leaves in the background that fan out, and we can just sort of do that. I'm not sure, but it looks good. Whatever I've done, I've just went right over the white lines. Just over the white lines, and it worked. I don't know what she's barking at. It's just Joe. Like that. You can even add a line if you need to. So you can sort of see that. And um, if you use colored pencils, you can go in and do more shading. I'm sure that's what Dee Dee will do. If you watch her, she's more of a sketch artist than I am, and she will probably. I mean, I'm going to take a red pencil right now. This is an Inktense pencil, and I'm just gonna color the center of that on the white a little bit, and let you see how we can accent on top of the blue paper, because the blue is already down. It's a bluish purpley um, color, and there's a little bit of white showing, and I'm going on the white parts that are showing and coloring them in red. And then I'm going to get a wet brush, a water brush, and go over the red, and you'll see what I'm talking about, how that's going to look. So I went over the extra white parts. I'll show you here. See, this one I did it in the black ink, but there's still white showing. So I went back in with a red Inktense pencil, and I went over the white parts. So you see the white parts here? The white parts are colored over here. And there's a little bit more white that you can go over with your pencils. And this is going to create a blending technique. And now I'm going to and I went over some of the white parts again to make sure the whites were covered. And now I'm going to put a, a damp a damp water. Let's see if I can find me a little pretty. Yeah, this one's good. Um, I'm going to. This is a just plain clean water, and I'm going to go over the red parts and activate that ink tints, and it will you'll it'll it'll have an effect. It'll have an effect on the flower, and it looks normal. It looks like it belongs together. And you can use any color with that on top of the blue. You could go in with another blue. You could go in with a white pencil. You can go in with a gold pencil and create that accent, that blending accent. So on this one over here, let's try a different color of a pencil, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hi, Mark. Howdy do. Come on in. So with this one, I don't want to use blue, but what if I were to use I don't know, let's go crazy and go with a lime green. Now these are ink tints pencils. Again, they will activate with the water. So I'm just going to go in the middle with this green. And if you look at the other pages in the coloring book, they're all women and they all have flowers around their heads, but the coloring, the stain marbling in the background are different on every page. Hi, Margaret. Howdy do. So anyway, I'm using green on this one, and I'm going to activate it, and then you're going to see how it blends. And once it dries, because it's an ink tint, it won't move again. Once it's activated with water and then it dries, it becomes permanent ink. But you but I'm not removing the blue in the background. You know, I'm not destroying the marble. I'm accenting on top of it. And so let me get my brush wet again. This is clean water. And I'm going to go over the green. Little brush, a little bit of wetness, not super wet, not over wet, just a little. And you can see how those blend, and you can pick out what you like the best. And you can do them all different colors. You can continue to do yellow and orange and and do array of colored ones. And I love that. I love that technique. Okay? So this is ink tracing coloring book pages. Ink tracing. Let me show you the book again. For those of you that may have came in a little late, I was enabled. I was enabled by Dee Dee. By Dee Dee. This is called Ink Tracing. And I picked out the hippie hobo style book. There was lots of other books. There was dragons and animals and botanicals. It's a lot of other ones. And they were by different people too. So, but see, these girls here are very similar, but a little bit of difference. But they're all girls, and they all have flowers in their hair or something, and they're on different colored of paper. The marbling is different on each page. And look at this one; it's got blue and then orange. Isn't that neat? That'll be neat. That'll be fun. I like it. And the blue with it's like a rainbow sunset. I like it. And they're all women with long hair. They've got similar features, but they're on different colors. So this book is going to be fun, and I'll get to use it forever. It'll take me forever to use all of these pages, but I might be able to use some of them in Happy Mail. and that would be nice. So ink tracing, and then I showed you another one with the water. The ink in the book has its own water, or what I want to say. Uh, the ink is the color, and you go over it with a clean brush, a clean water brush, and it turns colors. See how she turns color, the yellow hair or the brown hair, and the different things in this. And this is the mermaid book. So we should do one of these too. I'll get one out. And I gotten this book out. Oh, and it's got a if you do it in the book and you don't want to tear the page out, you can put this down and then watercolor on top of this so that you don't touch the page underneath. And let me pick out an easy one. It really doesn't matter. But let's see if this will do it, if this page will do it. So I want to get plain water, and we'll go over. Look at how her tail is. This is very beginners friendly. If you it and if you don't have a lot of different kind of paints and things in your room, art room, this would be good to do, because all you need is a wet one brush. Actually, the brush comes with it, and um, clean water. That's all you need with this. The ink is already on the page on this book. And I know that the pages are juvenile, whimsical. I know that. And but I want to do a mermaid book one day, someday. And I've been collecting. And when I bought this book a couple of months ago, I said, "Oh, this will be fun to cut out in the mermaid book." So that's why I got that book. So that's in our future. And then what else was about the tracing? Do you have the ink tracing fairy house book? No, Juju, I have the pressed fairy book. I have the pressed fairy book. It's Lady Coddington's pressed fairy book, like pressed flowers. And excuse me, I'm sorry about that. And I bought this book off of the used books, and I paid about $5 for this book. I think it's a regular $15 if you buy it at the bookstore. And I am redoing it. I'm putting my own fairies, and I'm going to put this girl in this book eventually too. I'm showing you 3 or 4 things to do, and yeah, and I kind of got a page already picked out for this one. I think it's back here. This one here. I think I'm going to put her here. I'm going to um, I'm going to cover some of the stuff in the book up. But that's my intentions for that. And they do have the ink tracing books in a variety of um, there's a fairy book, there's a dragon book, and there's an animal book, and a botanical book. There's a bunch of them, a bunch of the ink tracing books. Yes, good question. So we're glad to have Margaret back with us. She's not was not feeling good. Okay, Margaret. I've had a backache all week, so we've all had our little ailments. So I'm getting better. And then you have a Thomas Kincaid magic paint book, Kelly Ann. Oh, you hate it. Oh my goodness, Kelly Ann. Okay. Well, maybe you need to send me one of your pages, and I'll send you one of my pages, and we'll trade and see how we like each other. Now, Kelly Ann um, is is going to be streaming again just as soon as she gets set up. She is taking a little sabbatical. She was having some phone issues and computer issues, and so she hasn't been streaming, but she's going to be streaming again as soon as she gets back up on her feet. Yeah, Margaret, we definitely want you back up on your uh get back get back to health, Margaret. Get well soon. So yeah, Kellyanne, let's do that. Um uh Let me put your name down. I have to make myself a note. I do have a little notepad here. So groceries, things to do. I've already did that page. Let's put Kellyanne on here for I'll send you some stuff. She wants the I know you like cats. I'll put cats on there and the mermaid because that's the paint book. Okay, I'll that's to do. Okay, Kellyanne, I'll get to that one of these days. Anyway, um, since I had a variety of books tonight, it was I just kind of like I said, it was my birthday. So I sort of went a little overboard. But here I'm going to try and do a little bit of her hair, and I'm going to trace the white of her hair, and I'm going to do each strand of hair, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of detailing on it. And I don't really have I don't have a smooth hand. Uh, I'm shaky on my tracings. But I think if you were to do it a little bit longer, the more you can practice at it. And these are wisps, wisp, wisp. Yeah, wisp and wisp and wisp. And then I can show you what I can do with some of the hair as it goes down. And um, Dee Dee does very good hair. She does braids and she does all of the fancy. She's got a lot of talent, and she teaches you every time she does anything like this. She is teaching you how to go about it. And this one goes all the way down to the bottom of the page. But there's the top part, and I would probably suggest drying this ink before you do anything else with it. You need to dry that ink because you can probably rub it and some of the ink might smear. So you would want to dry it real good. Let it dry or put the heat gun to it. So I'm going to show you just this upper part, okay? How I would do it. Hi, Bonnie. Anybody else come in that I missed? Hello, everybody in the balcony. Oh, Kellyanne does quilling. I bought the quilling kit. It's like a little fishing box is what it looks like, or a little caboodle box, makeup box or whatever. And it's all quilling supplies. And I did the quilling for a week, and it's up there in the shelf now. And I had some quilling supplies that I had inherited from my great aunt. So I had quilling stuff that was 50 years old, and then I bought some new stuff, and I quilled a little bit with Kellyanne. And like I said, I gave it a week. But it's not that I didn't like it. It's just that I like to do so many things. I have to pick and choose my battles, you know. So I'll get it back out one of these days. So now I'm curious to see if this ink is really dry. So I'm going to lay a tissue down and see if any of it comes up. And this is a good test. See if it's really, really dry. And all but one little spot. One little spot was not dry. So that was good. That was good. That was a good test. So so it's good to know that you need a felt tip pen might look good too. And you might, if you use anything marker with like a felt tip, you might want to put something, lay it down on something so it didn't come through, like on that page. We'll move it over here for protection. So I'm going to get my Inktense pencils back out, and we could go with brunettes, and we can go with redheads, but I'm going to go with the yellows and these colors. What's this one here? I'm going to go with these. This is a China marker. It's yellow. You can use anything you want. I am using Inktense, and this one is a watercolor. This one's called Primrose Yellow. I'm sorry if that was too noisy. Sorry. So I'm going to just do this portion of her hair right now. And I picked out yellow, and I picked out a olive, and I could probably go with, this is kind of like a peach. I could probably even get away with an orange, a light orange in her hair as a highlight. So I'm going to pull that orange out. It's a light orange. So I'm just going to start with the first one. And again, I am going over the white part. I'm not really doing over the blue part. I'm not going over everything. I'm going over some of the white stripes. So you can see what I'm going over. I'm not really coloring everything. I'm not coloring the blue part. Just the white parts of the white that's still shining. And this is not going to take very long to do. It'll go fast. And once you do it, once you get going, you'll get faster and faster. And this whole page could be done in one evening. But we're experimenting right now too. So I'm just experimenting. And I just wanted to show you how you could take these Inktense pencils, which are my favorite. And these are Prismas. Actually, there's two different brands in here. Some are Prismas, and some are just an off-brand Inktense. And and then I've got another watercolor in here that's a Castle Art pencil, and we can use it next. So I'm just going up here to the roots, and I'm looking for anything white that I missed on the first go around. A little bit of white marks that are left over. Making it up as I go. So anybody can do this. I'm not a professional. I am a professional crafter though. So I do take pride in being a professional crafter. Yeah, that's me. So this is a primrose yellow on top of that other yellow. And this other yellow does not have a name. It just has the collared on the end. But I've used those two. Now I'm going to go with the orange one that I picked out and just do a little bit of highlighting. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And there might be just a tad amount of white still showing, and I can look for that. Put some wisps in there, if you can say wisps. Put a little bit of that in there, a little bit white there. Just random marks. Okay. See what that's looking like? That's her hair. And you can go with a gold color and try to pick out some, like a golden summer type color, but the blue is going to be there. All the blue is going to be, a lot of the blue is going to be there mixed in. And it's a purpley blue pink shade. But let's go ahead and activate this just to see what we get. And we just used 2 or 3 colors there. So let me get my paintbrush, and I'm going to put clean water on it. And I'm going to go over some of this hair and see what it does. It activates it. Get a little bit more water. And I just did the upper part. I just did the upper part so you all could see. Hopefully you can see a difference. This was the upper part that's wet. This one's not wet yet. But you can see the orange flowing into the blue, blending in with that blue. It's kind of a smudge looking, like a smear. And I'm not really coloring. I'm just highlighting, So now I'm going to go over the rest of it with plain water. And I'll have to remember what I did, what I did up here, so I can do the rest of it when I do the rest of it. So there I did the rest of it. And then you can take your dryer and dry it a little bit. And you can dry it on both sides. See, some of the water came through. This is thin paper as well. It's not mixed media paper. And I'm sure that the original people were using, just regular ink pens and simple writing tools. And I've gotten, some specialties out. And it does warp your paper a little bit, but I like that. So there's what the hair and a couple of flowers look like on the ink tracing. So that is really, really cool. Julie says she has customers that have purples and blue in their hair. Yes, I like. If I was going to pick a color for some of my hair, it would be all of this shades of blue. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock. So we've played. The other one we have is the kitty cat, and I would just again use my ink tints pencils on this, or you can use your brush pens. And I think I'm done with the coloring for a little bit. I'm ready to do something different for a little bit. So if you have any questions about the coloring books, you want to see one again, or you want to, if you want, if I can take a picture of each of the books and post them in my Facebook group for you, so that you can go through and see if you like it. And again, all of these books, I was going to do this before I got on here. Uh, I was going to. I don't even know if I can get it to it here. I'm not going to be able to get to that. Let's go over here. Let me borrow my iPad for just a minute. And what I can do is on my on my iPad, I can tell you what each one of these books cost. So let me get them out again. I had 6 of them, and I will write on the front of the book how much I paid for them. I think this is all that I had. Yeah, 6 of them. So let's see. The first one was this one, and I paid $7 for 6.99. Amazon. These are all Amazon. And the doggy one of the dogs, not that one. This one here, I paid $4 for, and there's 50 pages in here. 50 dogs for $3.99. I couldn't pass that up. Could not pass that one up. That's why I got so many. And then the other doggy one, which was 50 dogs, I paid $6.99 for this one. And I thought that was a good buy. I thought $7 was good. And then now the ink tracing, I paid full price for the ink tracing, and I paid $11.99 for this book. This is a specialty book. So, I'm not totally unhappy with that. And there's no front page, but I will put $11.99 up here. And then the other one, the cat, this was $9.99. And again, it's a lot of pages in there for $10. I felt it was a fair price. $9.99. And then the cat, the hippie cat, the last one, I paid $8.99 for this one. And I thought that was worth $8.99 for these fantastic cat pictures. So I had to pick and choose my battles. But I got all of these, fairly reasonable prices. And again, it was my birthday to me. So that's how that came about. So hopefully, if anybody does want one, I can, help you out, and you can really see some of the pictures and see what you like and all that jazz. So let's get this back up. Now, Oh, I'm sorry. That was because I had my iPad out and I was putting the price on the books. Okay, so I did that, and I think I'm going to quit coloring right now and move on. I wanted to do. We can come back to these. Um, we can come back to these if we have time. And I'm just going to stick them right here. But when we finish this one, I want to put it in the fairy book. That was for that. That was that one. So tonight I wanted to show. Um, um, I wanted to show you all, teach you all about some zine tips, tips on on zines and dines, the zines. And you can make a zine out of any size paper. So this is a legal size piece of copy paper. And oh, Jessie wants to do prompts first. And I think that would be a good idea to stop and we'll do prompts and I'll do the zines right after I give her her prompts. Absolutely. Thank you, Jessie. You got to help me. Be my helper. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay, so I need numbers between 1 and 135. 1 and 135. Or you can shout out a prompt if you don't want to do a number. Shout me out some prompts. Go. 35, green and yellow. One 28, an animal. 71. Hi, Doretha. I showed your pockets. I showed your pretty pockets. Thank you. I love them. I love them. I'm going to try to put them in a Happy Mail page uh, before the night is over. What did I say? 71. A punch or die cut or cutout. 71. 68. Black circles. And 34. Stamp print or a picture. Stamp print. A stamp or a picture. Or a stamp of a picture. Or just a picture. Whatever you want it to be. Yes, Kitty Jen has a prayer request, please, for an unspoken. We have someone in our arting community. I don't know who it is. She told me, but I don't remember. But it doesn't matter. That she is having some hardship uh, in her family. She's lost some family members, and she's going through some very, very tough times right now. And we want to lift her up in our prayers. Please pray for an unspoken, please. Extra prayers. Thank you, Jennifer, for reminding me. Thank you, honey. Tissues. That could be a tissue, tissue, or a tissue paper. It could be toilet tissue, or it could be uh, a craft tissue. Let's see here. 135. All right, that's a zipper. And you can either use a real zipper or a picture of a zipper. 128 was an animal. And then we go back to 21, and that's a sponge. And we like to paint with sponges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two more. Okay. I need two more. What would look good with an animal, die cut, tissue paper? What else would look good with that? Number 12, modeling paste or spackle or any kind of texture paste. Something that's rough. Bling. Thank you. And someone said wild card, but that's our 10 right there. And I think I will take a picture of that and we will put it in the group for anybody who wants to play along at a later time. Right on schedule. Oh, the other night I did the chicken the chicken page. Well, sometimes I was out of the mood for some reason. I'm not going to mention any names. That lived in this house was giving me some bad vibes, and I could not finish this chicken. And I finished him last night, and he looks so much better than the original. Hi, Sharon. Come on in. All right. So I was going to show you the chicken. This was the original chicken that I had. And then I had a picture of the chicken. Must be going the wrong way. At the end, I didn't take a picture of it at the end. Okay. So now I can take a picture of this and post it because it's better. It's better. I was not happy with it, and it looks a little bit better now. So I was just having a bad moment. I was, but like I said, this was a background, and the background was clouds. So if we do a background page tonight, I want to do texture, a background of texture, and we can do the happy mail on top of the texture in the background. I love the cloud background. So when we do the happy mail, we will definitely do that. But I want to go over the zines first. So we'll go over a texture background in a minute. So I was demonstrating that you can make a zine out of any size paper as long as it's straight, four straight sides. And so the first step is to fold it in half. And you do want to burnish the edges you can use your scissors to burnish the edge like this. That is an excellent way to burnish your edges. I do have a bone file around here somewhere, right here, that I can use. And I'm going to fold it this way in half again. Burnish the edges down. And then I'm going to fold it one more time this way. So this particular size of a zine, hi Lynn, come on in, is going to be this size, okay? But we're not finished. So what I want to do is fold it back the other way and fold it both way in both directions on the exact same folds, so that when you work with it, it's going to be easy to work with. So we fold it in both directions is what I'm trying to say. And that'll make the creases strong. That'll make the creases extra strong. So it just helps when in making your okay, Lynn needs an honest opinion. Okay, you got it. All right, Lynn. The chat room is being requested. All right. Now, so when you do a zine, you've got 4 edges, right? Well, this one here, this fold here, and this fold here are not connected to the outside at all. So when you fold this one together like this, you've got this one line that is not connected to the outside of your zine in any direction, this one and this one. So when you fold it together, you can cut these 2 lines at the same time like this. Just cut it straight and stop right there. So it looks like this now. And we fold it in both directions, so it should go in either direction that we say we want it to go. It should work. So you take your zine and you pinch it together, and you kind of get it going upwards, and then you push it together to make a cross. And you fold these pages down like this, and then you fold this one shut like this. And sometimes you got to fold it in both directions to find which way you want to go, like this way. It goes natural this way. This is your zine. So you have 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. You always have 4 pages in your zine. Now, you can glue all of this together if you want to glue it all together, or you can take advantage of the pockets. So you have 2 pockets at the top and 2 pockets at the side. So technically, you just have to glue the bottom edge. So if I open this up halfway, I can lift these up and I can see the bottom edge. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue all of these at the bottom. But it's just the in-between pages. Like that one there and this one here. Because I don't want to glue my pages shut. Just the double page. They're double paged. So I'm going to lift this one up and glue the inside of it a little edge. And after you make them a few times, you'll get the hang of it. And we'll glue these 2 together. So there's my zine. Nice and squared. So, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and I've got a side pocket here, a top pocket here. That's 2. Number 3 is a side pocket again, and number 4 is a top pocket again. So there's your 4 pages and 4 pockets. So another thing that I like to do is to get my half circle punch. You could also use a heart punch. It doesn't have to be a circle. So I go in here to the first page and I stick my punch in a little bit into the paper. Probably should have done this first. And I'm going to punch just a little bit, and I'm going to make a thumb. It's for your thumb. It's a little thing for your thumb. Okay? And then up here on top, I'll do the same thing. And I've punched it out on the top. And then this one is a side pocket. I'll punch it in on the side. You can use a little circle punch. You could do this, you can use a hole punch. You can use anything you want. And I'm just using a little heart punch. And that one did it like that. But I'm not going to complain. And then again at the top over here, and that one did it too, and that's okay. I like it. So there's my zine, and you get to decorate your zine any way you want. Now, if you ever get into it's called an index. Thank you, Kelly Ann. There. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. But another way to do a zine, I'm going to show you 2 or 3 different ways, is to use a piece of colored paper. This is just a regular paper size copy paper, but it's green. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with this piece of paper. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold it in half again, second time. And I'm going to fold it a third time, number 3. Simple, 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 simple. I'm going to fold it back on itself and fold it the opposite way so that my creases will go any which way I want them to go. So you're going to fold it opposite, and opposite number 2, and then opposite number 3. And you can burnish it down each time if you'd like. So here we go. We've got it folded. Now I'm going to open it back up, and I'm going to look for the middle, and I'm going to cut this one block right here. It's not the edge. It's not on the edge. We're going to cut these 2 blocks at the same time. They're in the middle of the page. They don't touch the outside whatsoever. So when I fold it together, I'm going to cut along this line only. Simple, simple, simple. That's it. And then you're going to open it up, and you're going to pinch the outside, and you're going to push it together and make a cross. That is your zine. And then you're going to lay it down, and you're going to fold it either this way or fold it the other way till it lays perfect the way you want it. And that is your zine. There's 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, again, you can glue it, the edges, what I did, and I'll do the edges again. But you can also, before you glue it, you can go ahead and do your punches if you've got a punch. So say, for example, I want to use, for some reason, I can't find any of my other punches. So I have a circle. So I'm going to try a circle this time. So this is my zine, and this is going to be my top, my side pocket. This will be my top pocket. So this will be my side pocket. So it doesn't matter if it's up or down, okay? But this will be my side pocket, and I'm going to go halfway into my hole and make a little index for your thumb, just like Kelly Ann taught us. So I'm going to do another index at the top of this one. It's easier to do it if you don't have it glued down yet. So there's my second index, and then I'll ink all these up, and you'll be able to see that index after I ink it. Put some ink on it. And then here's another index right here. And then the last index right here. Like that. So the last thing after I do my indexes, I'm going to go ahead and glue some of my sides together. So I look at the first page and I want to glue between here and here on the edge only. Only on the edge. And that'll be a side pocket on the front. There'll be a side pocket there. And then the second one is going to be an upper one. And there's my index. So I want to glue the bottom because I don't want everything to fall out of my book, right? So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on the edge of this one. And then that's the second one. Here's the third one, and it's at the top again. That one's easy. And so there's the third one. And then the last one is going to be from the bottom. I want the bottom part of it glued. Like that. Like that. So now my pockets are glued up, and this is ready to decorate. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Okay? That's zine number 2, and you can see the difference in the sizes. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. The next one is going to be a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Okay. So we're going to fold it in half. Burnish the edges. Now this one's a little bit thicker paper, so I want to either use my bone folder or my scissors and burnish that edge down real good. Copy paper is thin, it's easier. So I'm going to fold it in half. Burnish the edge real good. Okay. And since this one's so thick, I'm gonna fold this. See if I do it this way and this way. I gotta fold it 3 times. There's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna fold it again, but I'm gonna fold this side out because the paper is thick instead of folding them together, and then I'll fold this one over the other side so that it'll make it easier to burnish. I'm still folding it 3 times, and I'll show you. So the first fold was, this is 12 by 12. Fold it in the middle, fold it in the middle again for fourths, and then for the last fold, instead of putting them both together this side, I did one this side and one this side because the paper is thicker. And you'll understand that when we get to it in a minute. Marty said to put your top one, your glue. Okay. All right, Juju. I don't know what you're saying, but okay. If Marty said it. Let me go back and see Marty. Where's Marty? I haven't seen Marty. Where's Marty? Smarty Marty. I don't see her. Marty? Let me get, I don't have all, let me get my all filters on, my all messages. Marty says put your top one, your glue. Okay. Put the top on your glue. Oh, okay. Thank you, Teresa. I will when I get finished. I'm not finished. So, so anyway, this is our zine, and it's the same rule. When we put, we've got eight. There's four here and four here. There's eight separate squares, and again, we're going to cut the two middle ones, not anything on the edge. These are the two middle folds right here. If we fold this in half, we can cut them both at the same time. Cut those two middle seams right there down the middle. Just that much. Okay, it's in the middle. Then you're going to lay it down and you're going to pinch these two. You're going to push it together to make a cross. And then you're going to lay it down and fold it. And then you're going to decide if you want to fold it this direction or the other direction. And there is your zine out of a 12 by 12. Okay, Teresa, I understand. Thank you, Juju. We'll give Marty the credit. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to take my hole punch, my whole little hole thing, and I'm going to decide if I want to do a side. This is going to be a side index right here. And I'm going to use, I'm not going to glue it until last. So there's a side, and the top one, I'm going to open it up and put a hole up here, or an index, your index finger thing, hole, helper, whatever Kellyanne said. We're going to do that one there. And then this is going to be a side one. It'll be a side swinder. There's our index finger hole, and then another index up here, like that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. And then now I'm going to use my glue stick because I left the lid off of it. And we're going to glue the bottom seam. We're going to glue these two together. And then we're going to glue this bottom one together. And then we're going to glue these two together. And then we're going to glue these two together. And you have to do them one at a time or you get confused. So, now, Juju was explaining last night when she made her zines, sometimes you get some white showing, and that's quite common. But if you were to ink this up, you might not see so much white. I've got glue on my fingers and the tissue won't come off. So you can either trim it, you can get your scissors and trim that little white off, or you can ink it. So let's get the ink out and see how well we do. Hi, Donna. Hi, Donna. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to ink those little edges and see if I can't cover them up. And if the white still shows, I can trim it off with scissors. Because we can. Or we can ink it. And it would be cute to ink this in black. But you just sort of work with it until you get it the way you want it. So like if that bothers you right there, that little white, you can go ahead and trim it off. Nobody will know the difference. See? So then you can just ink it up again. like that. There's no right or wrong, no right or wrong. Okay? So there is 3 ways to make the same thing, the zines. Now, I want to tell you, uh, if you're ever in a zine trade, okay? Now, I know that Dee Dee and Janet Young, they have had zine trades. And a lot of the girls in their groups, they will take a zine and they will open it up. I have to fold another one now so I can open it up. They will take a zine. I'll do one out of mixed media paper. So let me fold one more zine out of mixed media. We're going to fold it in half. In half. Burnish that down. Fold it in half a second time. Number 2. Burnish it down. And then because this paper is so thick, I'm going to put one this direction to, this will be our 3rd fold. And I'm folding them separate because the paper is thick. So you're going to burnish everything down, and then you're going to open it back up and burnish it the opposite directions. Burnish and burnish. And then we're going to fold it this direction and burnish. We're folding it the opposite. And then again this direction and burnish. So we burnished everything twice. So it's bendy. It's bendy. So we look for the center, and we're going to cut that one center seam. It does not touch the outside of the paper at all. Then we're going to pinch and push and make a cross. And then we're going to lay it down, and we're going to fold our paper the way it feels normal, naturally. Hi, Marty. Boy, they were talking about you, Marty. So this is the book before I've done the index holes and the gluing. So what I want to show you, and I'll do this in a pencil. So this is going to be the front, number 1. Okay. You open your book. This will be number 2. This will be page 3. This will be page 4. This will be page 5. This will be page 6, 7, and 8. And this is also the back. Okay? So you see I've got the numbers on there. 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will put the index, we can put the index holes on there if we want to. We can go ahead and do that. There's 1. And I like pockets. Not everybody wants to do pockets. You do not have to do the pockets. It's a personal preference because you get to make extra cards and you get to do extra work. It makes you work to do. If you want to have pockets, you got to have something fun and sweet and pretty in the pockets. You got to put some goodies in there. Okay, so here's our zine. So when I haven't glued it yet, so I'm going to open this up, and this is what it looks like when it's open. Your number one is right here, the front. Number eight is right here, the back. Then you have two, three on this side, and then over here you've got four, five, six, and seven. So it's important that you know which is the front and which is the back. And when you're in a zine trade, you can turn this into a glue book, or you can turn it into a storybook. So you would put your your story would be the front of the book, which would be a ball, a beach ball. Okay, so the ball's going to roll over into the second page, and it's going to roll at somebody's foot, and you're going to have the beach ball and somebody's legs are in the picture. And then the third one, you're telling a story. And so the third one would have the beach ball and someone getting ready to kick the ball. Okay, say it's a soccer ball or a beach ball. And then you go to fourth, and the fourth one you would have the ball kicked up into the air, flying in the air. And then number five, you would have it landing at somebody else's feet with different colored shoes. And then they would turn around and take the ball and bounce the ball, okay? And they would bounce the ball like a basketball, and then they would, and on page seven, they would toss the ball up, toss the ball, and then on eight, you'd have to turn it this way, and you would have a basketball goalie and it going in making a shot. Or it would be a net where the ball is kicked into the net for a score. And that would be a storyline for your zine. So when you folded it up and put it all back together, this is going to be the ball. This is going to be the ball and the people, someone standing by the ball. Someone kicks the ball. The ball is flying through the air and it lands on the ground by somebody else's feet. And then that person is going to take and pick the ball up and bounce the ball and toss it again into the net. And that's your storyline. Now these girls that play these that play in the zine trades, they they have elaborate stories, not just a ball and someone kicking the ball. This was just a quick example, okay? And so if you're ever in a zine trade, you've got to watch the videos and watch the girls share their zines. Now, Dee Dee, if you were when you go to Dee Dee's channel, if you go into her room, ask her to show you one of her zines, her zine box someday, and she will get her zine box out and show you some of the elaborate stories and coloring pages that people do. Okay, now I have in my possession a zine box. Okay, so let's look in my box and see what kind of zines I have. Some of these I've made, and some of them are gifts. So as you can see, I've got a lot of zines in here. I've got a lot of zines. I got a paper doll zine, and Janet Nash. I think she's the one who started doing the paper doll zines, and it's got 4 pages, and her hands are connected to the spine. And it took a while to figure out how to do it, but it's a paper doll zine, and it works. This one is from Cindy Lovin, and it's a happy mail zine, and it just has stickers. So no particular storyline in this zine, but she's got pockets and she's got all these. Oh, look, she's got fish. I'm gonna take that out, put her name on it, and put this in the fish book. Squirrel. So I found me some fish. I've got my fish book out here. So we're going to put this in the fish book. We'll put it in this pocket right here. So anyway, but anyway, she's got all kinds of cute little things in her book for me. There's a pocket right there, and she's got an inchie. This is an inchie, just like the Twinchies, inchies and Twinchies, with a little ladybug sticker. B for B. A. It's B. It's a B. She's got grow, make it happen, and proud. I thank God for you. And isn't that sweet? And this was a Happy Mail zine from Cindy Levin, and it looks like it was October 31st, 2000 and something. It's smeared. I did put the date on it. Maybe 24 or something. Okay, so here's another zine, and it says, I wandered lonely as a cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales of hills. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. It tells a story. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle all the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in springingly dance. The flowers. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jostling company. I glazed and glazed, but a little thought what with the show to me it had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or permissive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Tanya McGuire, 2020. So you see how it told a little story, and she had to know which was the front and which was the back, to tell the story. And she she made her zine like this. She did glue it a little bit, and then she copied it on the copy machine. She's already glued the front and the back, but she copied it on the. There we go. I can open it back up. She made a copy of it on the copy machine, and she printed out 12 of these. And then she would mail these 12, keep one for herself, and mail the others to the trading partner. And then she will divide them up amongst the other traders, whoever are in the swap. And everybody would get one of Tanya's. And they, like, if you give 10, then you will get back 10. And that's how that works when you do a trade. And it's the same way when I did the napkin trade. Everybody sent me all the napkins, and I divided them all up so that you would get back 10 napkins that were different than what you mailed me. And it takes a little bit of wiggling around room to do it, to get it to work that way. And but that's how you do a zine trade. And I've got several zines in here that I've practiced and folded. And this one here I've done with a piece of music paper. And for some reason, there's paper all over it. I covered the pages, but this was a piece of painty paper. Look here, Juju.
Hey, Juju.
You can make a zine out of your painty papers. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And if you don't want to do that, then you can cover your paper with random um, scrap paper, and you can use it instead. And there's obviously I did a theme where I did random paper. I did this in 2024, and I showed two ways to do it with the music paper and with scrapbooking paper on it, and you cover it. Joe's got happy mail.
Hi, girls.
Happy mail call.
Happy
We've got mail call. Here's from Linda and Karen, my friend Karen. And he's not finished.
Well,
Give it up.
I don't know.
Give it up. I got something from Juju.
Juju. I was keeping her for last.
We're going to open up Happy Mail next, but I'm busy showing you my zines. So there was the paper doll zine, and she made me a button. Janet made me a button zine, cute as a button.
Cute as a button. That's cute.
And we can do shape. We can do shapes. So she put a special jacket. I have a special jacket I really think is great. It has buttons. It has 11 buttons, but I only do up 8 from Janet, 2022. Now, she made a zine, and she can take her zine and open it up. You can make pockets with it too. You can make a copy of this, make 11 copies and send it out, or how many ever copies you want. And you can send it out, and when you make your copies, then you can pinch the edges, push it together to make a book.
Oh.
You see how that worked? And also, to let you know, regarding the cutting technique, the edges are all connected. You only cut these two lines right here and here. So when you fold that in half, you only cut once, and you cut these two apart. And then that's how the zine is done, a real zine. So yeah, yeah, isn't that cute? So I just wanted to give you a little zine lesson tonight. I even have one for Halloween, and I think this came from Kim Polton. It was either Kim or her friend Ann. I can't remember. So anyway, here is the pictures. There's a picture on each one. It's a Halloween themed. You pinch it together, you push it together, and then here's your book. And you could tell a story on each one of these if you wanted to. So and so says hi, so and so says hello, someone waves, and you make up what you want on each page, and you have a zine. Here's another one I did that just shows the numbers, that shows the page numbers. That was an example. Here's a Halloween one. Who made the Halloween? October 2024. There's something in the pockets. There's a tree. I don't remember. Did I do it? I don't know. Here's an envelope in here. It's like a money envelope at the top. Here's a pocket. I'm looking for love notes. Okay. Here's a raven. Here's a card that goes, a raven, nevermore, nevermore. It was a dark and stormy night. The phone was ringing with a strange sound. Bring, bring. Two friends went out looking for a Halloween party. They met up with a ghost and a cat with a hat who were looking for a Halloween party too.
happens to this?
dot, dot, dot. What happens next? So I guess I made this. And I obviously used Happy Mail. So I've got some money hidden in there. Look, I got $100 to go to the party with, and a piece of ribbon in that pocket. So there's a Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And they're just made with stickers and doodads.
Trick or treaters. Ella.
Okay. Oh,
One
another
more.
one. One more. I got something from Ella. Is there something in it?
I don't know.
It looks empty.
I think there's something in the middle.
Ellen. It's Ellen.
Ellen.
Okay. Let's see what we're going to open up. Happy Mail. I've got more zines in here, but I'm going to quit because I've got a whole. There's too many to go through. But you got the idea of how to make a zine now, right? So this is my zine box, and we'll take all the ones I just made. There's 4 of them, and I'm going to put them in the zine box. To put back on the shelf. And we're going to open up Happy Mail. Then I'm going to show you one more zine. I got one more zine to show you, okay? So I'm saving it for the best for last, okay? It's 8 o'clock. We got plenty of time. So let's open up the rest of our Happy Mail. This, I don't know what's in this, but it
I
doesn't.
couldn't see much.
I couldn't see anything in it. But she might have a piece of paper in there. Yep, she sent me some fish. She told me she was going to send me fish. Look at the fish. Now, Ellen, you don't have to send one piece of paper. Where is she? Is she here? Where's Ellen? No, Teresa, it's from Ellen. She went to the dance. Okay, so we got her. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. All right. So she's got me some fish, and I have to cut them out, and they will go into the fish book. She said she was going to send me some fish. Thank you, Jessie. So we're going to put this in here in the belly band, and we'll play with it. We'll play with it another day. I'm not going to have time. Ellen, put her name on that. Thank you, Ellen. If you watch later, she might watch it later. This is from Juju. And I got something from Linda. Is Linda in here tonight? This is from my girlfriend. And I think it might be life is not measured by the numbers of breaths we take, but by the moments that we take our breaths away. Aw. Wishing you a day filled with blessings. Happy birthday. Thank you, Karen. I don't know that she watches me, but if we do a Happy Mail page, we'll put this in the Happy Mail page. Thank you. So I'll take the stamp off of that, put it in the box. And then I got this one from Linda and Tim Rance. There's Linda. I got some Happy Mail. Let's see what she's got in here. Have a wonderful day. Love, Linda and Tim. Flowers. Sing it, Joe.
Flowers in the bed. What?
Flowers.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Sing it.
Sing it.
Flowers everywhere. I love the flower girl. She makes me feel so fine. She's running around my mind. I love the flower.
I love it when Joe sings to me. She sent me some pretty paper. She sent me a rooster. Look at that. Wouldn't you like to have a toy like that?
See the sun.
They don't make toys like that anymore. And she sent me some
The clouds are
flowers.
breaking through now.
God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Thank you. I love
That's a
that.
nice one. I like that.
Look at this pretty lace. Oh, drool, drool. Isn't that pretty? Then she sent me a hidden pocket. There's another piece of lace. We might be able to use those on our Happy Mail page. So here's my Happy Mail page, and it's made out of a type of mulberry paper that's kind of like fabric, but it's paper, but it's fabric,
It's,
and it's my hidden pocket.
it's textured.
So she opens it up. It's got a girl a doll on the front. It should go in the doll book. And you open it up, and she's got a piece of fancy smancy paper with all kinds of silver beads, bumps on it. And you can write a note on there. So it's that sweet. That is a hidden paper uh, hidden pocket. Thank you so much. I love it. And I'm going to put her in the doll book. I put the doll book up, but I'm going to get her back out. And then she sent me another piece of paper that's pretty. Thank you, Linda. I love it. I'm going to use it all. Let me go ahead and put your name on some of it because I will forget. That's Linda there. We got a Linda there. We'll have to remember Linda there. Linda there. Linda there. And I love the chicken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is precious. So thank you so much, Linda. So I do have the the chicken book right here. So we're going to just look through here real quick and see if we have an empty page. Slim pickings. We got slim pickings going on here. But we got a few things. So this page is kind of empty. Got some chickens there. There's an empty page. So we could put it right there. Every bit of it. Every stitch of it. So I've got my glue stick right here. I'm having so much fun tonight. Are you guys having fun tonight?
I hope so.
Tim loves my chickens.
Oh.
Well, great. Is he watching right now, Linda? Is he watching? Because I'll do him a quick flip through this if he's watching so he can see some of my chickens.
Oh, yeah. She's got a whole rooster.
Sharon says, hi, Joe.
Hi, Sharon.
I'm sure all the other girls did too.
I haven't, my chat is not on.
Oh, he didn't have chat. I've got it on the big screen.
Oh, yeah. She's got it on the big screen. It's locked
He's
up.
at a ball game. All right. Well, good for him.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next time you come on and he's with you, let me know and I will just let him look through my chicken book. I will. Okay, we got Juju. She's the last one. She's the last one. Let's see what she's got in here. So she sent me some goodies. Goody. Thank you, Juju. She sent me a card that says Mississippi. It's got a cluster on it.
With MLSSISSIPPI.
That's right.
Back 40, baby.
Juju. Thank you, thank you. That'll go on a happy mail page. Oh, she sent me a hidden pocket. Looky
Well, look at
here.
that dog.
Look,
Ain't he cute?
it's a hidden pocket. I love it. It's out of a playing card. It says 1990. It's a 1990 card.
She likes them old ones.
Wow, that is awesome. If I had a book, a dog book, it would go in the dog book. And here's my hidden clip. And look, she put little hearts on it.
That's a cute punch. I like that too.
I have a heart punch, but it punches the hearts upside down. I can't
Yeah.
change it. But thank you, Juju. Of course, you don't have her name on it anywhere. Good gravy. I'll put it on there. Thank you, Juju. I love them. After we saw all those doggy books. So here we have some pretty paper. This is some of her painty papers and stencils and jelly plate pulls and
Oh yeah.
all
Look at
that.
all the
Isn't that
colors.
pretty? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And then she did some printing on some pattern paper. Isn't that nice? And it's blue. That's my color right there. Those are my colors, shades of blue. Look at the metallics in them. Thank you. And another piece of yellow tissue paper. Look at that. That was after the jelly plate. You take it off and you slap it on here, and this is the leftover paint. I love it. I'm doing it for you, Juju. I've already got a pen out.
Clusters of circles.
That's right, Joe. That's a prompt.
Yeah.
Good. Good job, Joe. Clusters of circles. That's good. I've never heard that. That's a
Just,
new one.
I just made it up.
I know. You're good.
Hmm.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah.
It's yellow on this side. So she's
Ah,
putting yellow paint down first, and then she did the jelly print or the stamp offs, and that's textury too, and
ah.
that's got glitter in it. Oh, Juju got
Oh, and it's
glitter.
raised. Yeah.
Look at the glitter. Does it rub off?
Mm.
No. Oh, yes, it does. It rubs off. She hates glitter. She hates glitter. You're not the only one that hates glitter. Glitter hater.
Glitter
That's
everywhere.
pretty. I
I
like that.
love
A playing
the
card.
glitter girl.
Wildflowers. That's nice. Thank you, Juju.
Nice.
I'll put that up in my card section. Did you hear it thunder earlier today?
Yes, there's somewhat of a little storm coming.
Yeah. I got out of the hot tub. I was already out of the hot tub. She sent me a stamp, and it's a stamp of a stamp. It's a stamp.
It's who's,
It's a stamp.
who's
And she sent
stamping?
me a bird, a white breasted nuthatch. That's what it says. A Baltimore Oriole
Yep,
eating
yellow
a blackberry. Thank you for the bird. Another red bird. There's Mama. Say hi, Mama.
yep.
And she sent me a Morse code card.
More.
Morse code. Okay. I don't know what they mean, but there must be some kind of one of those uh, ancient, ancient artifact type markings. But we're going to keep it, Juju.
There's several different. One of them looks like it's a nurse's thing in the middle.
A nurse.
Right there in the middle. Oh, well, yeah, hold still. Right there. Down, down.
Oh yeah, the
Uh huh.
the helix. Uh-huh. And here's a card. Oh, look at this playing card. It's Plaza. It's a bingo hotel casino bingo card. Woohoo!
All right.
We know where you been. And then this side is like an artist trading card. She did some sewing at the top on her sewing machine. Look
Oh,
at her
that's
sewing
cute.
machine that makes the fancy smancy
Hearts.
design.
Yeah, look at the glitter. She's a glitter girl, ain't she?
Hi, Angela. Toby. Hi, Toby. Welcome, Toby. Toby's new. Yes, he's new.
Hi,
Come on
Toby.
in.
Come on
We're
in.
showing off my Happy Mail. But isn't that precious? I love all of that. It's like a little cluster. I am going to glue this flower down. He looks like he might just break off at any moment.
Oh.
But I'll fix him. And those little flowers have glitter on them.
Oh.
Ooh. Thank you,
Just enough.
Juju. Thank you,
Just
sweetie.
enough.
I got your name on them. Okay, so we will be making a Happy Mail page here in just a few minutes. And I'm going to make one more zine for you for your listening and enjoyment, for your, what do you want to say, pleasure? I don't know, for your entertainment for tonight,
For your pleasure and entertainment tonight.
for whatever. We're going to make a new zine. And some of you all have seen it, and some of you all have not. So we said, I got some doilies here. I'm going to put these over here to the side, out of the way. We said we could use any kind of size of the paper.
Oh my God.
So what if we did a zine out of some poster paper? Yeah. How big is this, Joe?
That is 3 foot by 2 foot.
Okay. Joe said 3 foot by 2 foot. So this came from the Dollar Tree. And it does have a sticker over here that I'm going to try to get off. So it cost a whole dollar to get this. And I wish I knew where my X-Acto knife is.
Your exact. Which one?
The one I use all the time.
You want me to take it off for you?
No, I'm looking for my X-Acto knife. I've got another one over here. Where'd it go? This one here. So I was going to just try to attempt to take this little sticker off. And once I get it up, I think I can get it off without too much trouble, maybe. And I may not. So what we'll do is we're going to work with the sticker. We're going to work with it. Okay, we're going to leave the sticker on there. So it's folded in half, number one.
Yeah.
We're going to fold it in half, number two.
Okay.
Making a zine. We've been through this all evening. We're going to burnish the edge. We're burnishing the edge, and we forgot to close the needle. So we got a wound. Let's see, is it going to bleed? I think I'll live. It didn't bleed very much. Okay. So we're going to burnish the edge of this side. Now we're going to do fold number 3. So we can do it this way, or we could do it this way. I've never done it this way before, but I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. So we're going to fold it in half the third time. And we're going to have a little book, right? Joe, I need a Band-Aid.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
I've got some in here. I just don't know where they are. So I'm going to burnish that down. So we're going to open it up and we're going to turn it the other direction, right? We're going to burnish it in both directions. I'm bleeding out, guys. This is why we have crafting for adults in here. This is exactly why, because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. So now I'm going to open it back up and fold it the opposite way over here. That's why it's for adults. And then we're going to open it up again the third time, which is the big way. And we're going to burnish it the other way of this one. So we'll burnish it down this way. Okay, is anybody lost? Now, so we've got our zine. So we're going to do our cut, which is in this middle section. I've talked about this middle section. It's not touching the edge of the paper whatsoever. And we're going to cut this one seam, and I'm doing both of them at the same time. And then we open it up, and we're going to pinch the edges and push it together to make a cross. We made the cross, and we're going to lay it down, and we're going to fold one this way and one, see if they both fold this way, one the other way. Whichever way folds the nicest. It folds this way the nicest. And I'm going to burnish the edges down one last time. And here is our zine made out of poster board. Now, I've done this several times, and I've got in my possession, I've got an angel book, a butterfly book, and an owl book, and another one over there. Joe got me a Band-Aid, and he put triple antibiotic ointment on it.
Yep. Here's the one I was going to put on it.
You better save that for your big blisters.
Oh.
I got some Band-Aids over here that Margaret sent me, and they had cartoons on them.
Oh, cartoons?
Mm-hmm. They're over here on my desk.
We could paint on this one.
Yeah, I could. So anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and we have a zine, and it's poster board size. So what we want to do is we want to take our hole punch, and I'm going to get another one down here. I got a bigger one. I'm working on it. Let me get out of here. I got another hole punch. It just takes me a minute to move. Grandma's old. She's slow. That's why she's slow, because she's old. So we could use this as our thumb, our index thing, our index slot. Let me get back in here. I also have another one of these that is scalloped around the edges, and it's a cute one to use too. So we're going to take and we're going to make our whole index right here. And we slip that in there and crunch it like that. And then this one's going to be on the side. And we crunch it like that. And we have another one on top. So we'll crunch it like that. And a fourth one, the fourth one is on the side, on the back cover, like that. So there's our zine. So now we get to decide what we want to put in our zine. And we do have 45 minutes to do so. So I'm going to take our zine and I'm going to glue it shut where we're supposed to have it glued shut. So we're going to glue this one shut on the bottom, those 2 pages. And then I'm going to glue these 2 pages together. Glue them shut. And this one's going to need a little trim, and we can trim it up. We can trim it. And we're going to glue this one shut. And then we're going to glue this one shut on the bottoms, every other one. So that's the best way to glue them shut. So we got 1, 2. This one didn't glue perfect, but we'll see if we can't fix it. Maybe not. It may not. It's just maybe it's going to be wonky a little bit, and that's okay. So, but it looks okay on the outside. But when you open it up, it looks okay too. Just this one little page right here. Ooh, thunder. So let's see if we can't figure out what's first, who's on first. Anyway, that's what it's going to be. So what I'll do is I'll let that glue dry, and then if there's any of them that aren't perfect, I can use the scissors and trim it up. But right now it's a little wonky, but it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's just a little wonky on these little edges right in here that they didn't crease out real perfectly because it was hard to fold. So what we could do is I decided that I've got all these cut-up books, these cut-out books. So we're going to cut up tonight. We're going to cut up. Joe, we're cutting up tonight. So we're going to cut out of there. We got the foxes, and we've got the cats, and we've got the people, and we've got the collage companion, and we've got the vintage collection, and I've got a couple of. This is another cutout collage book, and I got the words. I've got this little book that was gifted to me by Sharon Lumbar, and it's got Victorian things in it and sayings and uh, funny things, stories, and all kinds of little things in here. We might pick out a couple of those. Then I have, now this is a Twinchy book, and I haven't done Twinchies yet tonight. So we could look at this. If I don't look at this tonight, I'll do it Tuesday night. I'll fix it, point it out where I'll have it fixed up where I can get to it and it's poking out, so I'll know to do it for Tuesday. Can't do it right this second. Here's another collage companion and another collage companion. I've got an earth book. I got a catalog. I've got angels. I got too much. I found the reverse coloring book I wanted to show y'all earlier. And remember when we were coloring and we had the ink trace book with the white over the colored paper. Well, this is has no tracings, and you're to use your own ideas of what you see in the ink blobs. And so we found a horse over here and a chicken upside down. I mean, you can turn it around and look and see what you see. We got a dragon over here and a fish. So this is what we did back in July of this year, and I did it with Becca and Dana. We did this one too with Becca and Dana, and I get with a pen, doodled on this, and I used my fountain pen, which is a good pen to use on this slick paper. So this is another one of those books that I'm going to put with the tracing book, and maybe we can, maybe sometime we can get it out. So what I want to do tonight, right now, is cut up some of these things for our purple zine. So these pictures here happen to be halvesies, and I think they're all halvesies. I don't think there's any smaller. So I get to pick an angel out of my choice, and I'm just going to pick out the whole page. And we're going to use those in my purple book. And I'm going to put the books back, put this on the bottom. And I don't know if I want to put something of the earth. Yeah, this would be pretty, something like this. There's a golf ball. Looks like a honeycomb. These are all earth related, global and universe type pictures. I could use one of the hearts. It's a purple heart book. Grown. Grown. So we're going to cut this one out. So we'll use that in our purple book. Got one of the earth. I feel the earth move.
Huh?
I feel the earth move.
Under my feet, I feel the stars come on down. Come on and down. I feel the earth move.
Get Joe to sing for us. He's a singer. So this has got pretty women in it. And I hate it because it's got big pretty one over here, and then it's got three little
Those
ones
are
over
pretty
there.
little girls.
I
there.
know it. I hate cutting them
Beautiful.
up. Hate it. But I can always take a copy of it, I can. I can.
Where'd you get those at?
Now this
Book?
one is from Debbie Epps' collection,
Oh,
and
Debbie
and this is
Epps.
book 18, and I think she's got more than this. You
Oh,
go to Amazon.com and go with Collage Companions, and you'll get a bunch of her books. I painted the ballerina one time.
yeah. Ballerina.
And here I made a copy of this page. Let's see what else is here. Let's see what else. And I've used this little girl. Made a copy of her.
That's a good thing.
I used her as in a art collage I did. So I'm looking. He would look good in the purple book.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Oh, look. Oh, she's getting some kisses.
Beautiful colors.
I know. It's very pretty. I love her. Love her.
Beautiful.
All right. I might just take her. And we're going to put it in the purple zine. We're making a purple zine book. A purple heart book. So I can put this one up.
That's cute.
Enough of that one. Okay, here's another one. Put a bird on it.
Put a bird on.
Yeah, this one's got, oh, look at the chickens. I should put these in the chicken book. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's raining. 5. I hate to cut that, not use those guys.
Oh, look at that bronze. Oh, yeah.
Let's see if there's another one.
Oh, look at that little fuzzy buddy. Chirp, 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 chirp. Yeah, that's a nice book. I like
She
that.
does a good job. She does a good job. Here's another chicken page. Oh man. A birds of a feather flock
Flock
together.
together.
Oh, now I've got the egos.
Yep.
The only way I can cut it out is if I have some. See, I could paint those guys. I'll have to make a print of the
I'm gonna walk outside.
of the. I'll have to make a print. Now this is a good one I can use tonight, and I kind of want to use her. Think I could? You think I could get her out without any trouble? I'm going to use her. Like that. Like that. I'm going to use her. I'm taking one from each book. One from each book. I could use one of hers. All right. I got 2 out of this book. Look at that guy. Put these back in there. I made a selection. It's thunder and raining out there. So we got to find something in here. The country bumpkin. A country bumpkin seizes your hand with as much violence as though he were catching a pig, and if he does not break your fingers, it is a mercy. The flop languidly gives you his hand, and you may shake it if you will, but it cannot be said that he grasps your hands. Have no idea what that means. The country bumpkin. This shun the gambler. This is 2 guys, and he's got the 3 little cups with the P underneath it. A young man, beware of gambling and gamblers. They lead to evil, and to evil continually. Shun the whole brood of chance amusements. They are Satan's trap to catch souls. 1867. Playing cards. I'm looking for something to put in the book. Here's a cartoon. It says, John, I can't put up with such a cook any longer. You hired her, and now it's up to you to fire her. And the sooner the better. And the cook is meaner than the woman, and she's got a frying pan and a knife, and the little man has to fire her. That's what that's all about. Wonder if there's anything about art. Love is blind. Characteristics of a woman. Beauty is only skin deep. Why men should marry. How to choose a husband. The ideal wife. Ladies at a hotel. Okay, home sweet home. 7 ages of a man's pants. The first age is the bird's eye linen age with the diaper. Then we have the bloomer age, and he's got on bloomers. And then we have the first long pant age, and the knicker. Oh, this is the knickers. Here's the knickers age, which is the knee pants. And then we have the first long pant age. Then we have the real rah age, and the business age, and the successful age, which is pants with suspenders. Ha ha. So there's a couple of ads in here. Maybe I'll just cut out a couple of ads. Here's one for 1905, entertaining at home. I'm going to cut that one. It's a good page. Learn listening to the the uh, the radio or the record player. I don't think the radio's been invented yet. The phonograph. Okay, we got something from that book. Put it back. Trying to put everything back. We got vintage quotes. So let me pick something out of here. Oh, we got um, some of these up here. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrants, and one man in his time plays many parts. As you like it. Act Act 2, Scene 7. We're going to take one of those. We got to use them. Use them or lose them. Then we got to put that up. Amazing things to cut out in collage. Well, what shall we cut out? I could get my sticker book out too. Here's a guy. We can cut this Neapolitan guy out. I'm just randomly getting things. Okay, we want something out of this book. We got women. We've got objects, some tags. We'll just cut these out. These little things here. We will cut these out. Then we've got another collage companion, which is a Debbie Epps. There's chicken. We'll have to definitely get this back out for the chicken book. There's dogs. And I think we should, I like them. Let's get something bigger here. Let's get these two dogs right here. Gotta use them. We gotta use them. Okay, we got one from there. We need one from here. Vintage people. So we can find something like right here. And we will use this in the purple book. We've got botanicals. Oh, good. I like it when you just have to choose this side. Good, good, good. Moving good, moving along. Put these away. All right, good. Two more, and we're done. We'll get the gluing. So we can use these two kitty cats right here. I love the kitty book. It's fun. It's got lots of kitties in it. This is why I wanted to get to use them, so that you need to use them. So I got a couple of kitties, and then we'll get a fox. Oh, good. I could use a whole page of fox. How about? How about? How about? I'll know it when I see it. We've got three right there. Let's just use these two. Oh, like that. Good, good, good. So that's all of the books. So now we get to put them in our purple zine. So you see, we could just randomly mix these all up. And you all can tell me which one you want on the front. I'm going to let you all choose which one to put on the front of the purple zine. I should have tore the edges. I can fix it. So here's the foxes. It is just pouring buckets out there. Angela, let's see. Oh, she's got the telephone again. Angela's Angela's a movie star. We're going to put a fox there and a fox there. Steffi, we found some dogs, some Goldie dogs. I couldn't tell you where I saw that. Was it in the coloring book? You'll have to go back and watch the front of the front of the video, and I showed some dog books that had Goldie in it. We have been through all of the books tonight. So we'll put one there and one there. Okay. Let's see. And I'll have just fussy cut those out. I'll put one on each page. And then we have some doggies over here. Like that. And we'll put one there and one there. We got the back side to do too. So this could be one on each page. It's raining. Can you all hear it? Hear it out there? Woohoo! This and this and this and this and this and this and this. Okay. So we can put one there and there and there. And we can put one there and there and there. So, anybody gonna say anything? Okay, I'm gonna start gluing. I got 15 minutes. Okay, you don't hear it. Okay, I'm gonna get a piece of paper, and I've got plenty of this brown stock paper, and I'm going to glue this on here, and then I'm going to tear out the edges. So I'm going to glue it down. So hi, Belinda. Did I miss anybody? Anybody come in? All right. I've had a busy night tonight. We've had a lot of fun. So after I get some of this done, I'm going to slip off of here. The coyotes are close tonight. Uh-oh. Ron's going out with Charlie. Is Charlie going to be your protector? So I'm going to tear this the best way I can. Like that. I don't know if I can do that. I can't tear it. It's too small. I did it. So this is going to go in the front. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down. And this is the front of our zine. So there's the front. We could still put more words. I can cut out more words, like single words. Do I want to frame everything? So I'm going to, this is Napoleon, I think, or somebody in his neighborhood. He's got on a coat. He's got a Napoleon hat. Let's put it that way. And it's got a tassel. Don't cut the tassel off. You like tassels. Yeah. Leave the tassel. Phew. I've worked hard tonight, guys. I'm tired. I've worked hard. Got on these big knee-high boots. There. Now, Napoleon, I think I'm going to glue him down on some paper too. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. That's what we'll do. All right. So there's Napoleon. And he's going on there. With the tassel. And I should ink the edges of these. I didn't do the first one, but I can do the rest of them. So what I think I'll do, I'll just stick them in the pockets when I get done with them. Here's one. And this girl here, I think I'll cut her out. She needs to be cut out. I can do it. For sure. There we go. And she can go on here. using all our cutout books with all our cutout pictures. And we're kind of doing this in a scrapbook uh, style. And I tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to finish everything, but we got a good running start. This is a tag. This will go down. This has got to be fussy cutted, and I think that's going to be fussy cutted too. So let's cut this little kitty cat out. Like that. Like that. Cut his tail out. Be careful. And don't cut his tail off. There. Like that. And he will go on this brown paper too. So we'll get rid of some of this little stuff. Okay. I'm going to have to quit, but I'm going to leave it right here on the table so we can continue with it on Tuesday. So we'll get some more paper out and we will put some of these on brown paper like that and tear them out like this. And then we're going to ink them. And after we ink them, we can glue them down on the pages. And I'll show you what I did on the front page. I did this. I didn't ink around the edges, but I think I can still I can get to it. I can ink it. And then we'll find some words to put on our zines. And I'll use these words that I have with the Romeo and Juliet ones. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Here it is. It'll be in this color of paper, and we'll use these words, some of these words, and I'll let you all pick out the ones for the front of the book. Maybe we'll use these definition words. So I'm going to leave this out for Tuesday too. So we got a plan. So we'll do this Tuesday, and I'll get this the Twinchy book out Tuesday, and we'll definitely do Twinchies Tuesday too. So we'll talk about Twinchies and the large zine book. So thank you all for coming out and playing with me tonight. I'll put the glue back on the lid on my glue, and I don't need these anymore. Clean my desk up just a tad, and we will have some more fun on Tuesday. That's good. We did good. So thank you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you all soon. And maybe I'll see you in some of the other chat rooms. You know I will. I'll be seeing you soon. So good night, everybody. I'll have to do a happy mail on Tuesday too. We'll do a happy mail page, and we'll use all this happy mail that I got today. So we'll do it. We'll do it. Thank you all so very much. Good night.